Let me pour me a little un cerveza. Yeah. You want to just get into this bad boy, or you want to?
Yeah, I'm good with that, man.
Nice. Let's start this bitch up in 3, 2, 1. Boom, shellac, boom. My name's Ryan. Your name's Caleb. You're with GoApe.
That's right.
Is it just called GoApe?
GoApe Treetop Adventure and Zip Lines.
Gee, that's a mouthful.
GoApe's way easier. We can just stick with that.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for coming here and being on the show.
I'm happy to be here.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Been looking forward to this.
Yeah.
We've got we are now unofficially sponsored by Boulevard today, since I gave them $10 for this 6-pack of beer.
Beautiful. I'm glad they could do that for you.
Yeah, they were really nice by only charging me the regular price at the gas station. But, it's that kind of, connection and partnership that I have with them.
Yeah.
I give them money and they give me beer.
I love it.
And they unofficially sponsor this episode. GoApe. GoApe. I've been following you for a while.
All right.
How long you guys been?
We are in our 4th season in Kansas City.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
It's kind of new.
It's new in Kansas City for sure.
Right.
Yeah, we've been, we're actually a bigger company. We have 16 locations in the U.S. and then about 33 in the U.K. where it all started. So
it started in UK.
Started in the U.K.
GoApe did?
GoApe, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there was just 2 people that went on vacation in France and they found this high ropes course and they were like, let's start this in the UK.
What's a high ropes course?
It's you're looking at like aerial bridges with different obstacles.
Huh.
So
what do you mean? Aerial bridges with different...
They're like...
When I think of an aerial bridge...
Yeah.
I've been thinking of like maybe those rope bridges, like maybe you would see like on Indiana Jones or something.
Pretty
like
close to that.
You know?
We have a few that look like that.
Yeah.
And then we have a few that are a little bit more creative where there's like some suspended rings with no floor and you're attached to a safety line and you're going across and putting your feet through the rings and going from platform to platform. So,
So it's not just zip lining.
It's not. Yeah.
Okay, I assumed it was just a zip lining. You go zip line through, like I know very little about zip lining, but you hear and see like the Mexican people go to Mexico for trips or
they go on cruises and excursions and all that.
Yeah, and they go on these zip line things and they're just in the jungle zipping through.
Yeah. We just do that in Kansas City.
That's what but you guys do have zip lines too, then it's not just just rope bridges.
Yeah, how it's really set up is it's mostly an aerial obstacle course called high ropes and different obstacles from tree to trees. You have different swings, different bridges, and then at the end of each of our 5 courses is a zip line. So that's what's kind of unique about our place is it's not just a zip line. It's not just a sweaty guy taking you around and attaching you and throwing you down zip lines.
Okay.
It's actually like a self-guided tour where we teach you how to connect and how to safely get through the course. And
so you're putting people's own safety in their own hands? Kind of? Like if you're telling them how to do it.
Yeah.
Like you have to go up here and you have to strap in when you switch?
Yeah, pretty similar. But we have a really safe safety system. So what we do is you slide a trolley onto the cable when you're still on the ground. Okay. And then you have a carabiner that leads in front of it, and you're moving that carabiner, but since you've put that trolley on the line, there's no way to double unconnect.
Okay.
Like once you've gone on to basically the safety line.
Okay.
So it's self-guided. So once you're on there, you're ready to go, and we're along the way coaching you, cheering you on, giving you instructions on how to best go through the rings or the Tarzan swing and that sort of thing.
Ooh, Tarzan swings from swinging from rope to rope.
It's very similar.
Yeah, that'd be
think
cool. I'd like to do that.
Think like a safe version of you go on a float trip and there's always that.
I've never gone on a float trip.
You've never gone on a float trip?
I'm not a Missouri. I'm not born and raised in Missouri.
That makes sense.
I call Kansas City home. I think I've been here roughly 20 years.
Uh-huh.
So I am a Kansas Cityan. Like I call myself a Kansas Cityan. Like Kansas City's home.
Right.
I love KC.
Right.
But I'm not a Missourian.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I do get that.
Are you a Missourian?
I am a Missourian.
Okay. There's a difference, right? Because there's some backwoods people in Missouri.
Oh, there's.
I mean, you get outside the city and you're just like, oh.
Just kind of drive down I-70
You guys are a little bit different.
Yeah.
You get outside the city, it's like, maybe a little more rednecky, a little bit more.
Right.
They're fixing things with fishing string and duct tape, and
it's like they don't have a Walmart in their town, and it's like I don't know how you survive without that.
You just drive, I guess. I don't know. What were we saying?
Oh, we were talking about Tarzan swings.
Oh yes, Tarzan.
So Tarzan swing, basically what it is, it's like if anybody's ever been on a float trip, you always have those people that are swinging on a rope into the river, right? Mm-hmm. So basically we set that up safely to where you're stepping off a platform.
Okay.
And you go into a little bit of a free fall.
Oh, cool.
And then how it's attached, once the cable catches you, you go into a zip line into a net.
Oh, cool.
And then from that net, you climb back up to the platform. So it's the most exhilarating obstacle, I would say, on our course.
Yeah.
You ask people what their favorite
because you got some free fall.
Yeah, like you step off and you're like, wait. And then it catches you. You're like, okay. Yeah, a lot of words are created as they step off that platform.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
I'll have to try that. I've bungee jumped one time.
Oh,
and I don't know. Heights don't bother me a whole lot.
Right.
And that was just something I always wanted to do, was bungee jump. This was back in the maybe 2000.
Okay.
So it was a while ago, and I was like much younger. I wonder if I was braver then. Maybe brave's not the right word.
Right.
Maybe dumb.
I don't know, man. I've never had a desire to do that. I don't know how you
really.
Did it. Yeah.
What I did. I was on a soccer trip. I played soccer in college, and we went down to Texas for a tournament there. And what a good trip. We went down. Let me tell you. I'll veer off for a second. We went down to Dallas, and none of us were not. Some of us weren't 21 yet.
Yeah.
But it was like that time of age in, 2000, you could kind of get away with a little bit more.
Right.
We all, like, quote unquote, snuck into a strip club.
Oh.
We told them, so Sporting KC
right.
used to be called the Kansas City Wizards.
Of course.
And so we went down there like, oh, yeah, we're with the Kansas City Wizards.
Oh,
no. We just wanted to come in. A lot of us don't have our IDs. It's back at the hotel. We don't know what happened, but we got cash. All right, come on in, guys.
Wow, that worked.
Oh, yeah. It's again, 2000.
Yeah,
apparently, that was a longer time ago than you might think.
Right.
That's like the tail. That's just after the 90s.
Yeah.
The internet really wasn't even the internet yet.
Right.
You couldn't just go on and Google shit or go to YouTube. Right. It was just the wild, wild west with a lot of that stuff. But I don't know. So we got in there. I don't know if you're a strip club fan or not. I would never really was a big strip club goer.
Right.
But oh my gosh, if I lived in Dallas, I could be a real issue.
Yeah.
You are the dimiest dimes you've ever seen.
Of course.
Oh my gosh, there was this one chick that was came out to Genie in a Bottle by Christina Aguilera, and she was dressed like a genie and just the hottest chick I've ever seen. She looked like she looked like the Bewitched genie.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like the 2000 version.
Okay.
Oh, every chick in there was just a knockout. Guys, if you're in Dallas or plan to go there, go to those strip clubs. Oh, Dallas has got some of the most beautiful women.
Right.
It has nothing to do with zip lining, but like I said, I just pretend this is a professional podcast. It's not.
That's right.
I'm just a goofball.
It's in the name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're down there, and so we do that one night, and then we were driving from the strip club back to our hotel,
right.
And I saw this big crane tower thing that said bungee jumping. I think it was super cheap. It was like maybe $20. I was like, I can't pass that up.
Yeah, it's a pretty good
No
deal.
matter how, I have to bungee jump for $20. And so the next day we all went over there, and like 3 of us were brave enough to do it.
Right.
Yeah, everyone's talking, oh, I'd love to do it. I'd love to do it. And then you get up there and you find out who's really talking shit, who's not.
Who's
three of us climbed up this tower, and I remember, I'm trying to be all macho, and this ain't going to scare me. Whatever. I'm just going to jump like a boss.
Yeah.
And just, yeah.
Oh, no.
You jump. I get strapped in and just jumped off, and I just automatically screamed out of fear.
Yeah, you have to.
I wasn't planning on it. You
right.
just jump, and I couldn't help myself. You just automatically, your brain or whatever, just... It was the strangest thing.
Yeah.
Because I told myself, I'm not going to scream. I'm not going to get scared. I'm just going to do it. And sure enough, your body just takes over and just screams for you.
I've had that happen before as
Yeah?
well. Yeah.
On the rope swing?
On the rope swing, the first time I did the Tarzan swing.
Yeah.
I think I made the Tarzan yell, actually. On accident. But, yeah, that's the weirdest feeling when you just scream and you weren't expecting it.
Yeah, it's so weird. Especially when you know what's going to happen. It's not like a jump scare. It's like you're anticipating it, so you know, all right, let's toughen through this.
Yeah,
and
you
still
know
you
what
can't
the
do it.
sensation's going to be. And
It's a weird sensation, free falling.
Does it like hurt whenever you get jerked at the bottom of a bungee?
It wasn't the best feeling.
Yeah.
It was around my waist.
Okay. At least it wasn't your feet.
Well, it cost more for your feet, and that's what I wanted to do.
Really?
But that cost a lot more, and I was like, all right, well, I got $20. I was a poor college kid.
Right.
I had $20. I didn't have whatever 35. I was just like, you get still sensation, but
yeah, same thing.
I don't know if I would go back and bungee jump ever again, though.
Yeah, once you've done it, it's like, why would you do it again?
Not only once you've done it, because it was cool.
Yeah.
The sensation was cool. But again, that was before YouTube and the internet, really.
Right.
And now you see all these videos of
they
just
go
these
viral, right?
Just these bad jumps.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, I didn't realize I was flirting that close with disaster.
Yeah.
You don't know who's putting these things together.
Right.
I don't know what the rules and regulations. I imagine they weren't as strict as probably they should have been.
Yeah, especially in another country, right?
No, this Dallas. I mean, it might as well have been another
Texas
country.
used to be another country,
It
right?
kind of is. They want to be.
That's right.
They want to be.
No, that's
I've
wild,
always said Texas is a wonderful state, and it would be so much better if it just wasn't full of Texans.
Yeah. That's one thing. That's the way to go about it.
That's Nat. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Texas.
We also love Texas. Have a
love
course in Texas. Good people down in Texas.
Yeah, Texas is cool.
Yeah.
And again, they are. I will say, I lived in Louisiana for a little. I went to high school in Louisiana.
Nice.
And it's close to where I was at. It was only maybe 2 hours or so from Dallas.
Okay.
Something like that.
Wow.
Texas does have some beautiful women. It's insane.
Right.
Sorry, man. I'm a single
good,
dude.
man.
I know you're married. You're good and everything. I don't want to get you in trouble. This is just me shooting.
I've been to Texas single. I get it.
All right. Yeah. Right. Let's get back on the zip line. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're going crazy.
Yeah, we were zip lining. It was a good time. The Tarzan swing is fun. It's a great experience out there. Have you ever been zip lining or anything like that?
Yes and no. Not like professionally cool zip line. Not like what you guys are doing.
Right.
I remember the first time. I'm 39 years old.
Right.
So people, I don't know how old you are.
I'm 29.
Oh, jeez.
About to turn 30 in a few days. Pretty exciting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You're excited to turn 30?
No. Just pretending to be.
There you go. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's what
You're
I
in your
hear.
30s, whatever.
Right.
30's the new 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. That's what every decade says.
Yeah.
I'm about to be 40. Damn. I'm old. I do not feel 40.
You don't look 40.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
I try.
We got cameras in here, right?
Yeah.
Look
yeah. What's up, guys? Dime piece right here.
That's right.
So my age, I think a lot of us kind of first got hip to zip lining on American Gladiators.
Oh.
At least for me. When I would like word association zip line, I think of American Gladiators.
That's awesome.
Because the final match always had the zip line thing. Did you watch?
I don't know what you're talking about. Are they?
Holy shit!
Is it just like
you don't know what American
jousting? I know what American Gladiators is, but I don't know what you like. Is it just jousting with zip lines?
No. Oh wow, this is funny. American Gladiators. I think most people know what it is. God, it's not even around anymore, is it?
It's not around anymore.
Wow.
Now it's like what's the Ninja Warrior thing?
Oh, it's Ninja Warrior. This was like Ninja Warrior with WWE wrestlers looking to smash her face in.
Like steroid driven.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it.
Okay.
Like I remember seeing clips of it as a kid.
Yeah, there was jousting. There was this awesome thing where people. So like it was like almost like Joes versus pros.
Okay.
But like they would have like a big rock wall,
right?
And they'd let like the average guys like you and me,
all
right, climb to the top of it. You get like a 10-second head start, and then the gladiators behind you get to come behind you and try and yank you off the wall. Like all different kinds of cool things. The best one of the best ones was like they had these little barrels,
right,
that was big enough to put a ball in. I think there was 5 of them, and you just did 1-on-1 against the gladiator, trying to juke them and get a ball into it. They light you up. I mean, these are roided out dudes.
Yeah.
But anyways, at the end of it, they would have this big obstacle course where it was like it would be you and me racing against each other.
Okay.
And you'd climb up like this. You'd have to run up this ramp that had a backwards track thingy.
Like a treadmill.
Treadmill,
kind of?
yeah, like a backwards treadmill. As you're trying to run up as fast as that, and then they had this. It wasn't a zip line, but it was on like a cable, but with like bicycle things.
Oh yeah,
with the arms.
Now that you explain this, I'm seeing it
coming
all
back
in my
to
head.
you a little bit. And
like I've seen somebody
these guys have to go. They have to put their arms like a bicycle to go across this thing, and then they have to. And then then they'd have to walk across a balance beam, and the gladiators would throw these big sandbags at them to try and knock them off, and they'd have to climb up a net. And then eventually there was like a big zip line.
Right.
And they'd have to land, whatever.
Of course.
So that's where the zip line things came from. And
nice.
I was a young man watching that.
Yeah.
And we had some rope and a bicycle handlebar.
Okay.
And so we was like, let's make our own zip line. And so we went from one tree to another one with just like some shitty rope.
Right.
And then put the bicycle handlebars in there so you had something to hold on.
Right.
And then we just zip down. We made our own little zip line.
And it worked?
It worked. Well, it worked mostly.
Yeah.
I remember when the first kid fell.
Yeah.
He was climbing the tree. He was a heavy set kid.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I don't know that this is a good idea.
Uh-huh.
But, I mean, I'm not going to stop him. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And sure enough, got on there, zip line for about 2 feet, and then it just broke.
Oh.
And he fell down, landed on his back. Thankfully, he was fine. We probably were maybe 15 feet in the air, 20 feet. I
mean, that's a pretty
20,
good fall.
20 feet is pretty high. It was probably 15 feet.
Okay.
It was a good fall, but he was fine.
That's good news.
Yeah. Well, imagine the lawsuit that could have come after that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we did a bunch of that. So that would be the extent of my zipline experience.
I got you. I will assure you that our zip lines don't break like that.
I like a certain element of danger.
Yeah. Yep. Ours are professionally made. But if you YouTube like homemade zip lines,
ooh,
oh my gosh.
I should.
It's like people falling downstairs or whatever.
Yeah.
What's popular on the internet these days. But you can find some good content.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Of course, you guys are probably YouTubing that stuff all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, we like to watch those videos a little bit.
So you guys obviously have to be pretty safe. Is there regulations and guidelines that you like that the state or government implores, or is it just something you guys do yourselves because you don't want to get sued? Like, how does safety and regulations work for you guys?
Oh yeah, so there's a lot of safety checks that go into operating a course. You have your national standards through high ropes courses that you have to follow, and then in the state of Missouri, actually, our zip lines are considered rides, so they go through the same inspections like an amusement park ride at Worlds of Fun would go through.
Okay.
Or elevators as well, somehow clumped into that.
It's a ride.
Yeah, I guess so.
Elevators are a ride.
Like, you got the Tower of Terror. That's an elevator, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but yeah, so you have your kind of third-party checks that happen through that. And we do our own checks daily and monthly, and there's all sorts of monthly inspections, whether it's harnesses, zip lines, the course. There's all sorts of stuff that goes into it.
A lot of boring stuff.
Yeah, a lot of boring stuff that's very important.
Done, yeah.
Because, safety's got to be your number one priority, because you have you mess that up once, it affects a lot of things. Like, we're lucky to say we're a very safe company, and we do it on purpose, and it's
right.
We've got a lot of procedures in place to make sure, and not just our eyes, the third parties that come in, and because the minute you start hurting people is not good for your business, right?
Right, it's not good for anything.
Right. So our goal is for people to come out, have fun, and they don't have to worry about that kind of stuff, They're following safety rules, and we do a great job teaching and reminding people while they're on the course. So,
have you had any kind of injuries? Maybe twisted ankle or just bumping into? It seems like something. At least
every now and then, you got those little things that are going to happen.
Yeah,
like a twisted ankle,
but no
or
big
bumps
deal.
and bruises. But yeah, we've never had like a serious injury out on our course, which is thankful for. It's great.
Right.
Yeah, we take it very seriously. So.
I would hope so.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're putting people's families on there, and our families are on there. So it's like, yeah, you gotta take care of that. Like
absolutely,
like your own mother's going through the course.
Right. Yeah, you hear about those stories. I mean, I only brought it up because you do hear about the stories in these Costa Rica, Mexico type places where there's just there's deaths.
Yeah.
People have died on these things.
Of course.
And I've always said I would never do a zip line in a third world country.
Yeah.
There's very little I would do that needs regulation in a third world country. I just don't trust.
Yeah, you just don't know.
I just don't trust it. I don't trust.
That's what's nice about America, You just know there's some regulations in there. And
yeah, right. As much as I hate red tape, and government oversight and stuff like that, and there is a time and a place for some of that stuff. And clearly, this would be a time for that.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah, we're big advocates for it, and we're actually a big part of the high ropes, kind of what would you call it, the committee that.
What's high ropes? That's the thing.
Yeah, that high ropes is kind of like we talked about earlier, those bridge to bridge and zip lines and free falls, whatever element goes into it, but making sure that there's regulations on all that stuff. We're actually a big part. Our company is a big part of those.
This is a fairly new business as far as business is like a fairly kind of new type of business in this country or really anywhere. I mean, zip lining type stuff hasn't been around for super long, right?
I mean, it can't have, right?
Right.
I don't know when rock climbing was invented. That was probably, but when did they start using harnesses and,
I've probably knew those for a while.
I need to look at the history of that.
Let's guess.
Let's see.
When would they start doing harnesses and carabiners and putting stuff in the rocks? What would you say?
When
20s,
did people
30s?
climb Everest? I don't know.
That's a good question.
Probably like right before the Great Depression. I don't know.
That's a good guess.
I know that's when like amusement parks get big, so people are seeking like
right after the Depression,
like before it, and then the Depression like took them all out for a little bit.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's
when was that? That was the 20s, right? That early 20s, is that?
The 20s were the roaring 20s. Then you had the Great Depression, the 30s.
30s, okay.
So somewhere in there, I don't know. Maybe there were zip lines before that.
No way.
I just don't know.
There was Tarzan swinging.
Maybe there was a Tarzan swing before.
Probably. There was definitely some rednecks swinging from.
Oh yeah, on float trips in Missouri.
For sure.
Absolutely.
So Swope Park, that's where you guys are at?
It is, yeah. We're
Swope Park's a big park.
It's big.
Where at in Swope Park are you?
We're kind of on the south side, so it's on Oldham Parkway. If you know where the Kansas City Police Department hold their horses.
No.
It's kind of it's
why does Kansas City have horses anyways?
I don't know, man. They're pretty cool. They're great neighbors. But they go to like protest and parades and all sorts of stuff. But
oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but we're kind of on the south side of the park there. As soon as you enter it, we got a sign that says Treetop Adventure, and you go up this hill. And one of my favorite parts about it is you pull up and you're kind of like, is this it? Because there's like a red gate, and you start driving up a hill, and it's just surrounded by trees, and you're like, wow, we're just off of the road here in Swope Park, and we're going ziplining right here. But it's just it's a really cool immersive
That's a cool
drive
place.
Yeah,
that's a cool place to do it. Would be Swope Park.
Yeah, and that's actually one thing GoApe does is they partner with like city municipal parks to put in all their courses. So
okay, we
get back. There's like a portion of our ticket that goes back to Swope Park. We partner with them with like cleanups and that sort of thing.
Okay.
So, it's not our land. It's like kind of rented through the park. Yeah, it's not our property. It's Swope Park, and basically we make agreements with them and.
Really?
Yeah, we try to be as minimally impactful on the environment.
Right.
And don't use heavy machinery when we're building the courses and doing tree work and that sort of thing.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's actually kind of our basis is to be environmentally responsible.
Mm-hmm.
And through partnering with the parks, that obviously is going to hold us accountable to that. So, we're great partners with Swope Park, and we're just doing what we can to just add to the entertainment selections. You've got the zoo and Starlight Theater down there, and the nature center and all sorts of dog parks and golf courses. And
You had the disc golf course there for a while.
yeah,
That's gone.
yeah, it's gone now. But
That's not where you guys are at.
I'm actually not familiar with where that was, but I think we are pretty close.
That's like right across the street from the nature center.
Oh, okay, we're very close.
It's like
to
in
it.
between the nature center and the zoo entrance. It's like right in between there.
I gotcha. We're kind of up the hill a little bit, kind of behind that big lake down in Swope Park.
I gotcha.
So if you were to look at the lake and there's that big hill behind it,
I gotcha.
we're up in there,
Okay, cool.
kind of by the bike trails.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Do you hunt or fish or anything?
I don't. I fished as a kid. Caught some big bass and stuff.
I only ask because I'm a hunter.
Oh yeah.
I'm a bow hunter specifically, and there's this thing called managed hunts,
Oh yeah.
and there's a lottery you put in, and a lot of these different parks all across the state need hunters to come in there and take care of some of the deer,
Right.
Because there's just too many of them.
Of
and
course.
too many deer is a problem for so many different reasons.
Yeah.
And every year I put in for that lottery to hunt Swope Park.
They actually like hunt on our property, bow hunting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So like, is it November when it kind of starts?
Yes,
up?
it's going to be November 1st through December 1st this year.
Yeah. So yeah, we have bow hunters that go out and kind of around our property because we have deer around our course quite a bit. So
Any big bucks?
Have
you seen?
I don't know the difference between a big and a little one, but
have you seen some bucks?
I've seen some, yeah.
Yeah, some
I've
nice
seen
antlers out
families
there.
running around, and yeah, for sure.
I wonder if that's the zone I put in for.
It might have been.
Is it close to the? Are you fairly close to the golf course? Swope Park. That's the zone I.
You
put
probably
in
would have
for.
been, yeah.
All right,
Because we see familiar faces that go back there all the time, and we
Oh, cool.
kind of get to know the hunters back there.
Oh,
and
I hope I get it this year. I haven't been picked yet.
yeah.
And every year, if you don't get picked, you earn a point. And the more points you earn, you can put. It's like more tickets.
Right.
So I put in all my tickets this year. This better be the year I get it.
Yeah, and I mean when you're going out there to hunt, like Saturdays and Sundays are when we're open in November. So like the weekdays, like there's nobody out there, and
Perfect.
the deer are just kind of hanging out.
And I can ask you guys where they're at.
Yeah, you could make a relationship.
I'll split the meat with you.
There you go.
I think you're allowed 3 of them.
Oh, really?
3 or 4. I think it's 3.
Okay.
That's 3 deers. That's a lot of meat.
Do you make jerky with it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I love jerky. I love deer jerky.
Yeah.
Love it all.
Yeah.
I mean, that's mainly why I hunt, is for the food.
Yeah.
The thrill of
good
it's
stuff.
great.
Yeah.
Just the whole, hunting's a whole nother topic of conversation for sure for me.
Yeah. Well, it's also awesome that you're eating what you hunt. That's cool.
That's why I do
A
it.
lot of people would like that.
Yeah, venison's delicious.
Yeah, it is. I have an uncle that hunted, and he always had deer jerky around. I was like,
Yeah, deer jerky's so good.
Go over there, get some cheese, a little deer jerky.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good uncle.
Nice. So Swope Park, what made you guys choose Swope Park of all the places around here?
That's a great question that I'm not sure that I know. It's the biggest park in Kansas City, and we have courses in St. Louis, and we have one in Omaha now. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, we have some close locations. So finding a great park in Kansas City that's got a good surrounding, it's beautiful out there.
Mm-hmm.
Really tucked back into the woods. So I think they just found the spot and thought, this is it. There's a nice
Right.
little ravine that we go over, and
It is a cool spot. Yeah.
Yeah,
It is a cool, when you get out in there, you do feel like you're kind of outside of the city and you're in the woods.
And it's like, I just drove through Raytown, and all of a sudden, I'm in this forest here.
Right. The concrete jungle's not that far away.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like the first time I went up there, I went kind of to the back end of where our course is, and I'm like, oh, there's a lot of land out here. Like, it's beautiful.
And how does the course get designed? Is there like one main or like a designing team that goes around to all these places and just sets it up, or?
There is. So we actually have a third party from France called Altus that designs all of our courses, kind of with us as well. Our head office kind of takes charge of the areas, and then they partner with Altus to say, they figure out what trees are the healthiest and what trees we want to go to, where do these zip lines want to be. So
Okay.
when you just walk into the middle of a forest like that,
right.
my mind's blown. It's like, how did they get a course out of this?
Right.
But it's pretty awesome. I mean, they have different challenges in all the parks, whether it's, some of ours, there's not as many trees. The zip lines are longer. Some of them go over lakes.
Oh, cool.
I don't know how they go through that process, but I'm amazed by it. Because sometimes they even like redesign different crossings from tree to tree. You know, if a tree is getting unhealthy.
I was going to ask about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If like, how do you pick the trees, and what happens if a tree starts getting weak?
Yeah.
Because I don't imagine. I mean, I imagine some of these trees probably aren't really made for that kind of stress.
Right. Yeah. So kind of some things that we do with the trees is we have monthly tree inspections that we're doing. We're going out there and making sure that, you know, the leaves are growing on them and there's no obvious cavities or anything like that. But annually we have a tree inspector that comes out that like, he does more than like even I know. He's like hugging trees, hitting them with a tree hammer. Like
Really?
Yeah. He's got like this little mallet and he's like, oh, you hear that?
That's fake. That guy.
He might be.
That's just fake. That's like just for show. Hey, I'm so good. Watch me hit this thing with a mallet. I know. Come on.
Clunk, clunk, clunk. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there are these people, these arborists that like study trees and
right. Arborists. That's what they are.
They're arborists. Yeah. So they come out yearly and say, you know, this is the tree work that needs to be done this year, and you know, if they spot dead branches and stuff for us, and obviously if there's one that's on our obstacle, we're finding ways to go around that tree and get the tree down and that sort of thing. So we're very protective over our trees. We use like tree protectors for like the wraps around the cable, because obviously you don't want stuff digging into the trees.
Right, it's gonna screw it up.
Yeah, they got to stay healthy.
Right.
So I would say we're like obsessed with our trees and making sure that they're healthy and looking for new trees to kind of redesign onto if we have to.
How long will a course last? Do you guys know? Like, I mean, their trees are living, they're being stressed. They can't last forever. Like,
yeah.
Do you guys have like, do you know what kind of like the life longevity of a tree would be for zip lining?
Yeah, I actually, off the top of my head, I'm not sure, but I think about our company started in 2010 in the U.S. and like early 2000s in the U.K. and
oh wow,
those courses are still running. So I think you can. How long does a tree live for? We need an arborist in here.
Yeah,
but
that's my next podcast.
Yeah, I know some arborists if you need.
I bet you do. I'd probably talk to an arborist.
There you go. They're good people. But yeah, I mean, we're looking at 20 years for some of our earlier courses. So
sorry, man, I'm drinking you under the table already. I'm on number 3.
How'd you?
I had one before you got here.
Oh, nice.
Right before I got off, got here. I got home at 5:30. Long day. I didn't eat. I grabbed a handful of nuts.
I did too this morning.
Did you?
Yeah. Brazil nuts.
Mine were mixed.
Oh, okay, good.
Unsalted. I bought the wrong ones. I was like, why do these taste like shit? And I looked at it, I was like, God dang it.
Oh, no.
Stupid unsalted nuts, whatever.
Awful.
They got the protein and the fat that I need.
Yeah.
So whatever, I'll shove them down. So a handful of nuts, and then I was like, well, I'm going to have a beer and play a little Xbox till he gets here.
There you go.
Just about. Here we are.
Do you count your macros?
No.
Talking about proteins and fats here?
I had a bodybuilder health guy on here a week or so ago, and he was talking about macros and micros. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And then he broke that down to me, and I just joined a gym recently.
Oh, congrats.
Well, anybody can join a gym. Let me tell you. You have to actually go to it and work out.
Right.
So I've been doing that, and I was like asking him, how much protein and stuff do I need? And so he's helping me out with that.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so here we are, drinking beer and eating nuts.
That's right. It's a dream Monday.
It is a dream Monday. What a beautiful day. We've had a good summer. That must help out with you guys, like having the nice weather.
It does, yeah. Weather can really affect the operation of a course. Like you think of like a Saturday and it raining, and if there's lightning in the area, have to reschedule a lot.
You can't do lightning, right?
Yeah,
Can you do rain?
We can definitely do rain. Okay. So we basically the only thing that can shut us down is like ice in the winter.
You guys are open in the winter?
We're open through Thanksgiving, so
it can get pretty cold.
Yeah, it's really cold those last few weekends. But yeah, that ice, lightning, strong winds. Those are the kind of things that can shut us down. But
strong winds.
But like if there's just rain, it's like the perfect time to come out if you don't mind getting a little wet, because like trees are a little less crowded, and it's just kind of this added experience of just kind of getting dirty and just having fun with your friends. So yeah, it affects us, especially like right now in July. Like it gets hot sometimes. You know, you go out at 1 o'clock, and you know some people worry about the heat. Keep you hydrated out there.
At least you're in the shade.
Yeah, you're definitely shaded.
Right.
Yeah, we throw some shade on you. It's natural shade. Throwing shade.
Nice.
That's the marketing campaign. But
I like that. I like that.
Yep. But yeah, weather affects us. But what's nice is we get to operate in. You know, this year we've operated a little bit in snow if there's no ice, and
people
rain.
come out for that.
People will. Those are my favorite people. I remember one time. Yeah, like opening day, we had a guy that just showed up solo. It was like 33 degrees and it was pouring rain, and he came out by himself and just went through the course. Love that guy. He had a ponytail.
Of course
great.
He did.
Yeah.
I imagine that
he
guy.
He was a ponytail guy.
Yeah, of course he did.
Dragging on his T-shirt.
I would have guessed that, or maybe a tie-dye.
Ooh, tie-dye dragon.
Yeah, tie-dye dragon. There you go. So probably all kinds of walks of life come out there. You guys stay pretty busy?
We do, yeah. Yeah,
a lot of people know about you.
Yeah, we're kind of in an upswing now where people in Kansas City know who we are, what we're about. You know, something like going on a podcast helps us out a lot. I appreciate that.
Man, heck yeah.
Yeah, but it's you know, we were kind of steady our first few years, but we're finally hitting our stride. And we've had some really great days out there, especially in July.
It's been such a nice. I bet you it's been great for you. This has been such a good summer. We've had. Like I said, I am a mailman,
right?
So I work outside, so I pay attention to that shit.
Yeah,
we only had maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks of like just brutal hell.
Yeah. Of
a summer, like where it was just stupid hot and stupid humid.
And you're just like, why do I work outside?
But for the most part, we've been really fortunate with the weather this year.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure has been awesome for you guys.
Yep.
I don't know if that would affect it or not. People probably would still come out in the blazing heat.
They do. Our mornings get a little bit more popular. We open a little bit earlier, you know.
What time do you guys open?
That depends. So it depends on how many people are booking on. We're kind of.
Oh, you guys aren't just like we open from 9 to 5. Come and.
Not generally, no. So
it works on people setting it up, like making appointments or something, or.
Yeah, it's all reservations. It's not all reservations. We do accept walk-ups. We just recommend highly to go online, make your reservation, reserve your spot. If you come in on a busy Saturday and you know it's 9 o'clock in the morning, there's a good chance that all of our briefs are filled and ready to go that morning. So
okay,
just for like your own comfortable, you know, you don't want to just go out there and hang out and wait to zip line all day. So we always recommend go to GoApe.com and make those reservations.
Okay.
Yeah, but
do a lot of just single people just come out there, or is it usually groups?
We do, yeah. There's. Gosh, you get families out there. You get date nights. We've actually had.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, if you're looking for a good date.
Like I'm always looking for a good
active
date.
Dates.
Ladies, your boy's single.
Maybe we should
I
do
just
a giveaway.
slapped on a restraining order on my ex, so I'm single, ready to go.
Congrats.
Yeah, if you only knew. That is not a congratulations. And she'll probably even listen to that.
Hello.
Sorry, B. Yeah. Let's just keep it
moving.
Keep it moving.
What were we talking about there?
Who knows? Date nights at zip
Date
lining.
nights. Yeah. Definitely.
What a good idea.
Active couples come out. Not very active couples come out and have a good time. But we've even had like Match.com have events there. So like just a bunch of single people show up in a brief and get to know each other. And
I like it.
Yeah, it's fun. Those are my favorite times when it's just a bunch of people coming together, just looking to find love in the trees. You know? It's pretty fun.
That's a good idea. Okay, how long does it take to go through the course?
It takes you about 2 to 3 hours.
Holy cow!
Yeah, it's a pretty fun experience. So
wow.
It also honestly also depends on how big your group is. Like if you have if you're 2 people going through and you're the first people in your group, you can get through that in an hour 15 if you're good.
Okay.
But if you come with like a big group, you might go closer to 4 hours sometimes. If you're waiting for each other and that sort of thing. So.
Is it a boring 4 hours?
You
know what I mean? Like you go to Worlds of Fun, and you can spend 4 hours there and you're waiting in line for a long time to ride a 2-minute ride.
Yeah, we actually do a really good job with our guest flow, and we don't overbook like a group going out at 9 o'clock. We're not going to cram 25 people in there or anything like that. So we're very conscious of making sure that we minimize those wait times as much as possible. The only time where you might see a wait is if you're waiting for the Tarzan swing and you're in a big group. You know, sometimes you can wait 20, 30 minutes, but we do our best to get people through, and most people would go through it and say, you know, that was pretty worth it.
The free fall.
Yeah, I mean.
The free fall scream is probably worth a 20-minute wait.
Yeah.
When are you going to get that?
Exactly.
Safely.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't just go down to the river in southern Missouri and ensure your safety. So, yeah, we are very conscious, and we want to make sure everybody that comes out has a comfortable and good time. So
I like that. How much does it cost?
It is $59 for an adult, and then $39 for ages 10 to 15. So
a 10-year-old can get on there.
A 10-year-old can get on there.
Is there a weight restriction or is it an age restriction?
You just have the age, so you have to be at least 10 on our course, and there's no maximum age limit. We've had people in their 70s and even 80s come through and complete it and have a good time.
Wow.
But the max weight is 285 just because you have to be prone to harness fit. So
285.
Yep. So there's some people that are 285 that fit and some that don't. But as long as you're under 285, taller than 4'7", 10 or older, you're good to go.
4'7".
Yep. 4'7".
Okay. 10 or older, 4'7". Do you guys have any plans on doing anything for younger kids at all? Like making a smaller course or anything like that, or like?
You should work for us. That was good. We have a.
Are you guys hiring? I hate my job. I hate my job.
We actually are hiring, so hit us up. But we actually do have some treetop journeys, is what we call them. I believe it's somewhere between 4 to 6 locations in the U.S. I know Chicago is probably our closest one. I have one in Raleigh and a couple others. But that one's designed for like an introductory course. So younger kids can go on it. I think you have to be, check it out at GoApe.com, but you have to be either 2 or 3 as a minimum age to go on those courses.
That's young. I have a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
She's about to be 3.
Yeah, you're probably good there. But
I can't imagine her. Boy, that's gotta be tough to see a 3-year-old. Yeah, it depends on the personality.
Yeah, but with those courses, your connections are much easier. Parents go up with the kid, and they get to be on the crossing together. And but yeah, it's an introductory course, and it's great for people that are just afraid of heights and want to have a good time with the feeling of zip lining without a tall zip line. So it's actually really cool. And as of this time, we don't have plans for it, but if things keep going well, that's always a possibility, because we'd love to reach out to that 2 to 10 or 2 to 9 demographic and have more birthday parties out there. And
it's a good idea. Birthday parties.
We have birthday parties come out quite a bit. It's perfect for like the kid's 10th birthday. They're like waiting to go
Yeah.
And we have like costume. We have a gorilla that will come out and take pictures with you.
Oh, cool.
There's discounts on merchandise and that sort of thing. So our groups that come out are a big part of our business. And
company group type things. Is that what a big thing?
Yeah, you see like a Friday afternoon, like a dentist office comes and has a good time, and I think that's pretty rewarding. A lot of people, it's great team bonding.
That's not bad. $60 for 3 hours of fun that you're not going to do anywhere else in the city. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah,
it's
and if you
like golfing.
Yeah,
it's kind of like golfing.
It is. It's like it's not too long, not too short. So
yeah, that's a good time.
Yeah, and we also, if you're ever looking for discounts, follow GoApe Kansas City. We're always not tweeting, Instagramming, best discounts out there. And
look, I'm a divorced dad. I am always looking for discounts.
Absolutely,
always.
Yeah, we love to provide that for the people that come out.
Right.
Yeah, we have a free gloves discount going on right now.
You guys have to wear gloves?
You don't have to. They're not required, but we sell them, or you can bring your own. We recommend them. The guests recommend them when.
So you don't get blisters, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I mean, you're just making contact with wood and steel cables and nets and that sort of thing. So some people come through and they have pretty tough hands, and they're like, I don't need any gloves, and they're right. But some people, They're
I
like,
wish I had
wish I would have
gloves.
had them.
Right.
Yeah, so we don't require them. It's because it's a.
So can you fall off of anything? Because you said nets.
You're still attached. That's the thing. So as long as you slide your trolley on the ground, you really have no risk to fall off as long as you're following the safety rules and the connections of the carabiner. We have 3 points of connections that you're using.
But like so some of the rope bridges or whatever, you're just walking. I mean, you're traversing it. Maybe walking is not the right word, but traversing a bridge. So you can just jump off? Could you jump off like, hey, watch this, Mom, and I'm just gonna jump off?
Oh no, that would be awful. No,
but you would be fine. But you would be fine, or you can't even jump off.
So you can't jump off because on top of all these bridges from tree to tree, we have these safety cables that hold like 2,000 to 2,800 pounds, and they're holding on to people, and you can't disconnect from that with our system. So
okay.
Even if you try to jump
that's
off,
what I'm saying. Like
you're just hanging your harness and then have to catch your footing and go to the platform.
Okay. I didn't know if there was just nets. Like some of them just had a net. If you fell, you landed in a net.
I've had people ask about that before. It's like, we don't need nets.
Yeah.
We've got a good safety system.
Okay.
So, yeah, we've already got the the second line of connection up there. For some reason one of them broke, which they won't because we inspect them regularly.
Right.
The other one's there to catch you. So. It's,
the French did this. That makes sense. Don't the French, weren't they kind of big in the high wire axe?
I think so.
I think so too.
Who's that? The Wallendas? Were they French?
Is that there was a dude. There is a guy that like would go. I remember hearing a story. I believe he was French. That high wire. What do they call that? Tightrope.
Yeah, tightrope. You got the big
tightrope where he tightroped. He was going to tightrope across, what's that waterfall? Niagara Falls.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like a world-renowned tightrope walker, did all kinds of shit. And I think there's a story where he was going to go do this again across the Niagara Falls. And there was a crowd of people, of course, about to watch him. And he was making a big speech like, you guys think I can do this? Yeah, you're awesome. You can do it. We've seen you do everything. You guys really think I can do this? I'm going to do it with a wheelbarrow. Who thinks I can push this wheelbarrow across the tightrope? And the crowd went crazy and was like, yeah, of course you can. You're amazing. Who out there wants to get in the wheelbarrow? Silence.
Yeah, nobody.
No, we're good. One lady raised her hand.
Oh, no.
And said, I can do it. And he said, all right, come on up here. Jumped on in. It was his mom.
That's awesome. That's a great pitch.
Right?
That gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
Good job, Mom. That's trust right there.
Right? How cool is that?
My mom would not let me do that.
My mom, yeah. My mom would, but I wouldn't have let her. Like, no, someone else.
Yeah, just
I'd rather kill somebody.
Preferably a stranger.
Yeah. But yeah, those French have always been kind of little nutty like that, a little daring with the high wire stuff.
Yeah. I don't know how.
So that makes sense that they are the ones that kind of came up with all this.
Put it all together for us. I appreciate them.
How did you get into this yourself?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't go to college to be a zip liner, I imagine.
No. I was an elementary education major, believe it or not. I found out, like, I love kids, but I don't like teaching them math and English. I'd rather just have fun. So I actually have worked for a little over 10 years in the amusement industry. So I worked at Worlds of Fun for a little while as a ride supervisor. Lived in Atlanta for a little while as a training supervisor and kind of a manager and doing orientations for Six Flags there.
Oh, I love Six Flags.
That's a good time, man. So
my earliest memories is going to Six Flags at Gurney Mills.
Oh, I love Gurney.
Mm-hmm.
You're at the Whizzer?
I don't know what that is. It's been a long time since I've been to a Six Flags. I need to go. I've been to, of course, Worlds of Fun a million times.
Right.
But yeah, growing up, we would go. I was born and raised in Michigan, and my uncle lived in Milwaukee. And we would, my brother and I would make a trip out there for we'd go out there for a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks to Milwaukee, and he would always take us to Gurney Mills, basically Chicago,
right? Which
wasn't terribly far from there. And I was like, the highlight of our summer was going to Six Flags Great America and Gurney Mills.
Love that park.
And every year, they always had there was always a new roller coaster every single year.
Right.
I remember one of my favorite ones was the Batman. Like when the Batman one first came out, and your legs. I think that was the one where your legs dangled.
You got it, man.
And then the other one was Iron Wolf. And
Yes,
you were
I
the
wrote
standing
that.
one. It was It was like the first time a standing one
Yeah.
was. Yeah. Oh, good times.
Those are good times. I'm a roller coaster enthusiast myself, which is why I back checked all your stuff there.
Yeah.
Really good.
Nice.
But yeah, dude, I really fell in love with just making people happy and putting them on things and watching their reaction, and that's just kind of what led me to GoApe. And
how did you how do you fall into the GoApe? Like, is this a natural progression from roller coasters to GoApe? Like,
people
how did
would
you even
not say
find
that. They wouldn't say that. I just
it's a weird.
I was
it's
in
a weird job to fall into.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
There's a lot of like management and like an attraction that I've had experience with. So when I saw that, I was like, that's interesting. I want to try that. So there was a lot that I had to learn. I had a great team there that trained me up. I flew out to Raleigh and spent some time there and learned how to safely inspect things and put people on things and fit harnesses. But yeah, I mean, it's something that anybody can learn, I would say, as an employee. They're very good training there. So, it's just something I was interested in. I was like, you know what, I'm tired of what I'm doing right now. I'm going to go try this out and see how it goes. I was actually afraid of heights too, which was a whole nother thing to get over. Yeah.
You're over. Are you over your fear of heights?
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty close to over it.
Really?
At least on the course. Like, because I access the tallest part of the course where there's like the line's literally just designed for me to inspect the line underneath it.
How tall is your tallest point?
Tallest point for our guests is probably about 45 feet off.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's what our tallest zip line is. Yeah, and then I'd go above
45 feet's
that.
up. Yeah.
And so it'd be like
55 or something.
Yeah, probably somewhere around there. Maybe even close to 60. I never got a ruler out, but
that's pretty high up there.
Yeah, it's pretty wacky. The first time I was just kind of dangling there in a nice comfy harness and just kind of taking the views in and inspecting everything. So
do you go out there by yourself, like all alone because you're inspecting it, or do you have to have somebody with you?
We have like a lone working at height policy that basically you have to have somebody there that is what we call like rescue trained. So if like somebody were to pass out or have some sort of serious injury, we have to be trained to help that person out.
Okay.
So
when you're inspecting it, you've got a buddy with you or whatever.
Yeah, in case something were to happen.
Nothing ever happens though.
Nah, it's pretty nice. But we prepare for it if it would,
Yeah.
Yeah, because you never know. I mean, you're on a safety line, so there's
anything can happen.
You can't just climb down the tree.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. What happens if you get stuck and you got to come down?
Actually,
have you had any interesting, scary, or any interesting kind of I'm stuck up here, I have to figure out a way to get off this thing, or?
Oh, I've been I've had some guest MF me from the top of zip line saying you need to get me down now.
Really? Because they're freaking out.
I'm scared, and yeah, but we do a good job of coaching them and reminding them of the safety system and letting them know that the easiest way down is to just go ahead and step off that platform. So nothing like big unique stories. It's just people that are upset.
People will cuss you out because they're freaking out.
Yeah, but they're really nice when they get down. Because that's one of my favorite things about the job is like people aren't themselves when they're scared and 45 feet off the ground, and they're just scared. So it's like, how do we de-escalate it to where they calm down and just get them comfortable with the safety system?
Is it like the first time they get up there they start getting scared?
It depends. It's either like usually it's the highest point or like the first time you get up there. Like I remember one girl at a bachelorette party.
Of course.
Got up there.
How annoying.
Hugged a tree and just started bawling. And she decided to keep going and she completed the course.
Good for her.
It was amazing. Like she took a long time, but she made it through, and that's one of our main messages there is like we want to get you outside of your comfort zone and realize that you can do more than you're scared of.
Heights are scary.
Yeah, for most people. If not, it's a little.
Well, we're primates. We're not meant to be like super high up there.
Right. So like when you're up there, it's weird.
It is weird.
And you should have a little bit of scare because it's gonna keep you safe. It's gonna listen to the rules, and so when people get scared like that, it's just we train our people well to not take it
not
personally.
take it personally. You're not really an
And,
MFer.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite memories for sure, though. Just very nice when they got down. We hugged it
Just
out.
cussing and yelling at you. Get me off
You need
this
to get me
fucking
off."
thing right now, you son of a bitch. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I love you. I was just freaking out.
Yes. Please apologize to all the families, and we do a good job with that stuff. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like Swope Park. What a good place for it too.
It is, man.
What kind of stuff do you see? Do you ever get to do it by yourself, or not by yourself, but like small group and just? Do you do it for fun by yourself?
I have before, yeah. So a lot of times I'll take my wife up there or my best friend, and
cool.
We'll just
perks
check
of the
in.
business.
Yeah, our course instructors love to see me come up and go through it, and make fun of me because I'm not as good at it as they are, and
so there is like a skill to it because I keep thinking it's just zip lining, but there is like the whole.
Yeah, there's like obstacles
and
there's
stuff,
like different ways to go through them, and there's So, we accommodate people of all physical abilities, and we have like easy routes and hard routes up in the trees that you can take, and we accommodate to everybody on that. But yeah, I mean, like they're up in the trees all the time. I'm a little bit more in the office and go for inspections and stuff. But and they're up there daily opening and closing the thing. They're really fast.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
bunch of little monkeys up there.
Yeah, it's like I lose my footing, and they're there ready to make fun of me. But
how many people you got working up there?
We are a small crew. So in the height of summer, you might get up to about 16 people.
Okay.
And then when it gets down to winter, we're a little bit less busy. You get down to about 6 to 8. So we're a tight crew. We hang out. And, we actually just went to Topgolf last night, and
I've never done that.
Yeah, I'm bad at golf, but it's a good time.
That's what everyone says. You don't have to like necessarily like golf.
You
it's
don't.
kind of like bowling golf, right? Isn't
That's
like,
how I explain it.
Yeah.
If you were to go bowling but with golf,
I need to try that
pretty
too.
Similar. It's worth it.
Yeah, but that's like that's out in Kansas or
Overland Park, I believe.
Yeah,
it's a little bit of a drive.
Where do you live?
Lee Summit area.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I work out. I deliver mail in Lee Summit.
What?
Yep.
Anywhere near downtown?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well.
No, sorry.
Sorry, man.
I'm not your mailman. You can't.
You might know my mailman though. I don't know who it is.
Probably. What's your? Yeah, never mind.
There's people listening, man.
There are 2 people listening right now.
That's right.
Hopefully, one of them will show up to your course.
I hope so. They will, I'm sure.
They will. I think I'd like to check it out. It sounds like a really cool spot for a date.
It really is.
It really is.
Yeah.
You guys serve beer out there?
We don't.
Not yet. Can you?
We've looked into potentially having some breweries out to do like a zip and sip. We've had some courses that have done that. The thing is, you can't have alcohol before you go on or while you're on. A bar in the trees, like a treehouse bar, would be amazing. But
that would be so cool. But yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, but since it's
gosh darn you regulations,
we call it a high risk activity. So we want you to focus on. You want you to be focused on your connections and not making mistakes. So,
right.
But afterwards, man, that'd be a little zip and sip.
Yeah, for sure.
Be a good time.
You spent three or 4 hours up in the trees. Come on down and have a couple Boulevard IPAs.
Yeah, I was gonna say we might have to use your Boulevard connections.
My Boulevard connections, yes.
And see if they come out.
Yes, my unsponsored, unofficial sponsor.
That's right.
Of the podcast. Boulevard. Thank you guys for this fine IPA and Space Camper.
We love you guys.
Which I have to. I'm gonna go. I have to piss this out right now.
Go for it, man.
We're gonna take a break.
All right.
And then I'll be right back. That's how unprofessional I am. I haven't had to do that in a while.
Hey, that's all right, man. You made it pretty far.
I should have gone beforehand, but since you were so early,
I surprised you.
How rude of you.
That was my fault.
Yeah, I'm gonna pee real quick.
All right, I'll be right here.
Don't go anywhere.
All right.
It's crazy out here.
Yeah.
You're lucky you're married.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Pretty happy about it.
I would hope so. Yeah, good for you, man.
No signs
for you.
of any crazy. Just
yeah.
Good person right now.
Good for you.
Will be hopefully forever.
Hopefully. I hope nothing but the best for you.
Hey, thanks.
I do like being single though.
Nice.
I do like being divorced.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It is nice.
Good.
I make the best of it. I mean, yeah, I make the best of it. It sucks at times because I have kids and I'd like to have them every day.
Right.
But I make the best of it when they're not here, and I do stuff like this.
It's a fun project.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. You like podcasts at all?
I'm actually thinking about starting one up soon.
Really?
I really am.
Nice.
Yeah, we're we're kind of in a position where it's like don't know where to go with it.
Okay.
But thinking about starting a roller coaster and amusement park podcast.
You know what? That's a really good idea.
Yeah, there's a few of them out there already.
Are there?
There's a lot.
There's a lot?
There is, yeah.
There's a lot of podcasts out there for sure.
Yeah, I've been listening to roller coaster podcasts since 2006 or so. So,
fucker.
Yeah, I wanted to start it. Have a good project. We've got a name.
What's your name?
Coaster Cuzzies.
Coaster Cuzzies?
Yeah, I just call everybody Cuzzy all the time. So
how come? That's just a thing?
It's like Cuz, but it's just like a fun way to say it, right?
I'm sorry. I'm distracted by this.
You are doing...
You son of a bitch.
I was listening to one of your shows on the way here, and you caught one on the first try. I'm a little upset that you're missing right now.
I think I'm getting them. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know. I'm off my game. This gnat game. I don't know what's that. Because I leave my door open
right
while I'm waiting for my guests to get here, and I got my trash can, I don't know, 8 feet away from the door.
Yeah.
So some of them kind of slip in through the gap. I live in the hood. This is kind of a ghetto street.
Have you tried apple cider vinegar?
I know. I need to do that.
I lived in the South once, and the women in the South were like, you had to have apple cider vinegar.
And just lay it around. Yeah, you
poke holes in the saran.
Yes, you get little mason jars, put them in there, put saran wrap over top with a couple holes in it.
That's right.
I need to do that. Gosh darn it, thank you.
Hey,
I forgot all about that.
That was the woman from the South told me that. So.
Yeah, my ex-wife used to do that, and I've kind of dismissed most everything my ex-wife ever told me.
It's like, dang it, that was actually a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. I will put it right there on my little fridge.
There you go. You put like a little happy face on it, making an art project or something.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, should I have another beer? Man.
I think you shall.
You're still on your first one.
Finish that up for you, man.
Yeah. Here, let me get this one here for you. If you want another one?
Yeah, I got you, man. I can't be the only guy that came and only had one beer.
Yeah, you can't do that.
That's not cool.
Watch this. This is how
that's a good pour, man.
This is how you pour a fucking beer right here. You see this boulevard? If you guys need someone else on your team, I got you.
Oh my gosh.
Boom.
It's perfect.
Oh shit, it's a little hot.
Hold on, it's gonna settle.
Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect head. Let me get one here too for myself. It's number. I don't even know. Doesn't matter.
I think this is your fourth because you had one running in. You got a couple bottles over there.
Is this my fourth?
Numero 4.
Well, I'm going out later tonight.
Hey, there you go.
But I am not driving.
That's a good choice.
I went out last night.
Yeah.
To Westport, and we got an Uber.
Mm-hmm.
And the sweetest little lady.
Oh yeah.
Who was in her probably in her 70s.
Wow.
You ever heard of a 70-year-old grandma?
Ubering.
It was the sweetest little thing ever.
Did you have to show her how to use the app, or is she good at it?
She knew it was up, man. It was crazy.
That's amazing. I've seen some DoorDashers that are a little older, but never like.
I mean, legit Uber. 70s. She was like the sweet. Oh, hi guys. I'm Laura. It's nice. We were expecting a black HR.
Right.
And uphold was like a silver Toyota RAV4 or something like that. And she's like, oh yeah, she's like, oh, here I am. Are you guys so and so? My name's Laura. I go, I just bought this car the other day. I can't figure out how to change it on the app.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was so awesome. It was just the sweetest little things. Like, wow,
what
good
if she
for you.
Like kidnapped you?
I thought about that. I was
careful.
like, what if this is like a crazy 7-year-old that's gonna like really, that's like a good cover.
Yeah. Being
a 7-year-old grandma who's like a serial killer. Looking for just like, who knows?
Would have made a great story though. So like
that'd be a good movie.
Yeah. Ooh.
I've got my ex-girlfriend would make a good Lifetime movie.
Right.
And this old granny would make a good just blockbuster movie.
That's right.
People need to look into a storyline like that.
Yeah. Do you have any sponsors for movie producers or anything?
Not yet, but I'm always looking.
Always.
You know anybody?
I know Quentin Tarantino pretty well.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
I want to see that new movie.
Oh, that'd be great.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah. That's high on my list.
Is it?
My wife wants to see Lion King first, but I'm like, but I get it. Like,
I'm not
I want to
mad
see
at
both.
her. I want to see her. I want to see that too.
There's so many good movies out right now.
Yeah.
And I don't see
Are there?
movies very often.
I'm not a big. I don't
know.
I don't watch a lot of movies. There might be more.
There's more stuff coming out. I don't know. I'm a big Disney guy, so
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I just watched Toy Story, Pixar.
Was that good? The Toy Story 4?
It was good.
It's hard
not to be. I
not
think
to
all
be.
of the sequels are great, by the way. I mean, 2 was fine.
2. Which one was? I thought
That was when Jessie came in and.
Oh, Jessie the Cowgirl.
Yeah, I mean it was good, but it was too much Jessie.
Okay. 3 was the bear, the purple bear, and
Yeah,
they were at the
everybody
dump
just
and all that
cries at
shit.
the end.
Yeah, they were
like-
that was a tearjerker.
And you're like, oh, there's no way there's gonna be a 4th one,
And there is a 4th.
and it's good.
Will there be a 5th?
It has to be. Yeah, you think it's gonna end? Like, no way.
Okay. I need to go see the 4th. I'll probably wait for that one. My
Wait for it to come
ex-wife
out.
took my kids to take that, and they liked it.
Yeah. I mean, we were having beers and just watching the movie and just like reliving our childhood. Yeah.
With beer.
Yeah.
Childhood with beer.
There's a 45-year-old man that was like, "Oh, you guys are, you were probably 8 when the first one came out." It's like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. How old was that? I think I was in high school when the first one came out.
What was it, 96?
Is that it?
I think it was 95, 96, mid-90s, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I would have been.
I may be off. That might be 98.
I would have been like a sophomore.
Somebody's probably
98.
screaming at the podcast right now.
Let's look it up. I mean,
Okay.
we've got the world's information at our fingertips. Why? Just Google.
Do
Hey.
we just Siri it?
Yeah. Hey Siri, when was Toy Story made?
Hey Siri, when was Toy Story made?
Which one?
The first one, you fucking idiot.
Obviously, 95.
95.
Yep. Toy Story 3, 2010.
Summer of 95.
Yep. Toy Story 2, 99.
I would have been going. I said I graduated in 98, so I guess I would have been a sophomore, junior.
I'm not good at math.
Me neither. I was told there would be no math.
Yeah.
Say
I
junior.
force math upon people because I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That's why you
So
don't
zip
like
lines.
teaching anymore. That's
Yeah.
why you zip lines. You don't want to teach those idiot kids
Right.
math.
It's mostly I don't know my times tables.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last math did I take math in college? I spent a hot minute in college.
Mm-hmm.
Junior college just to
Right.
play soccer.
Awesome.
Ended up
That's a type of
but
math.
trigonometry and geometry,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
not for me.
I never had to take those. Elementary math was pretty.
That's all I can do. And
Pretty
you know what
nice in
the
college.
biggest lie when we were at least when my age was in school,
Mm-hmm.
you can't have a calculator.
Why?
Can't use a calculator.
Like, I know.
Motherfucker, you know what's on my I don't even, you're right. I don't need a calculator because I can say, "Hey Siri,
Yep.
what's the square root of 372 times 4?"
Yes.
I don't even know if that's a question, but they'll give you that answer.
Yeah, like I knew like technology was going to advance, and my 3rd grade teacher was full of crap. Right?
Oh, really?
I just knew. She told me that, and I'm like, right now I could do a math problem on my watch.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, because you were way younger. So
yeah,
you even
but
had
I
it
wasn't
even
that.
more.
I just knew stuff was coming.
Really?
Like, no, technology will advance, and
I wasn't thinking like that.
actually, no, I was 3rd grade, so I was like, I'll just keep a calculator in my pocket.
Right?
But yes, there was never a good reason why I need to learn math.
There's not. There's not a good reason for most of stuff you learn in
Yeah.
school, general education.
Yeah,
Other
like-
than, I think the biggest thing for school, I mean, you learn stuff and it does weed people out. Like, hey,
does.
you are smart. You
Mhm.
should probably go to college. Hey, you're an idiot. You should probably go to trade school or be something else.
Right? You find what you're good at. And,
But there is kind of like that social dynamics,
Uh-huh.
like, or not social dynamics, but that social education, if you will. It's just kind
oh,
of
yeah.
what would the social dynamic? I guess social dynamics might be the proper terminology for that. But just learning how to interact with other humans.
Yeah. I think that is the most important part of school,
Mhm.
right?
It really is.
Like recess when you're a kid, like
Recess-
learning
oh,
how
no,
to be bullied and how to.
I think
get through
lunch.
that. Oh yeah.
Which table are you gonna sit? Who's gonna accept you? What's your group? Are you with
Yeah.
these people? And like,
Middle school's when it got serious.
it's when
Yeah.
puberty starts hitting and
Yeah.
all your hormones are flying all over the
Yeah.
place.
It's like can I
Middle
sit next
school's
to
a
this
weird
chick?
time.
Yeah, man. I had a flat top, and I wore like a silver chain. I got into throwback jerseys for a while.
Really?
Yeah, had a really cool Astros one though that I didn't throw
Astros?
away. The
Houston Astros?
You know those silly like uniforms they used to have with like a rainbow.
Oh
Almost.
shit! Those were the '80s Astros.
Yeah, I had one of those, and I was the hot topic in 8th grade when it came to wearing that Astros jersey.
Really? Houston
Not
Astros.
really,
Why weren't you like the Kansas City Royals?
Well,
85 George Brett with a tar on it.
Well, you got to see that. I grew up in, the 2000s Royals, where it was like Mike Sweeney was the best player, and we were losing 100 games, and they were the bad stepdad that I never wanted. You're gonna hate this, but I'm actually a Yankees fan, and that's because of that.
You know what? That's not bad. I can see that.
Yeah.
I think being a fan of your hometown sports team is kind of silly. It's very tribalistic. Which makes sense because humans are very tribal.
Yeah.
We form teams.
Right.
Are you team Democrat or are you team Republican?
Right.
And we're going to fight each other because my team's better.
Yeah.
And the same thing, like humans are very tribal when it comes to that.
That's true.
And I think subscribing to the notion that you have to be Team Kansas City Royals because you happen to live here, I think it's silly.
It's like, what if I don't like Ned Yost or something?
What if I want to root for a winner?
Like, what if Derek Jeter's a
right.
rookie this year and I love him?
Why can't I root for New York? Because I don't live there, I can't root for them?
Yeah.
They're obviously the best team. They spend the most money. They're always winning shit.
Yeah.
I want to always be a winning team. I always want to root for the winner. I fault nobody that lives in another state or city that roots for a completely different one.
Yeah.
I think that's cool that you rooted for the Yankees.
Yeah, and I don't wish bad upon the Royals. Like, I want them to be successful. I want the city to be happy, but
right.
I want to cheer for a team that wins.
Right, exactly.
Especially when I'm a 6-year-old and I'm deciding this stuff.
Right.
I don't know.
That's cool.
Yeah, you're the first person to ever say that was cool.
Because people won't admit it. They won't admit it.
Nobody wants to admit it.
And then Yankees fans want to be like, well, you ain't from New York. You can't root for the Yankees. You ain't from the Bronx.
That was pretty good.
I try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was in like a pizza joint in New York. Just
yes. You should hear my Trump impression.
Oh, yeah?
No, it's bad. I just can mimic what he says, just not in his accent.
Right. I try to do British accents all the time, and my wife
just
starts crying. It's so
Let's
bad.
hear a good British accent.
All right. What?
I'll tell you mine, because I fuck around with it, too.
Okay.
This is my go-to. Hello, governor. Fancy a tickle?
Fancy a tickle? No, thanks. I don't want a tickle. I've got a speck of tea over here. That's bad. It's like Southern.
Is it Southern?
It's a little Irish, maybe.
Southern Irish? Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of Cambodia.
There you go. It's the whole world all wrapped in one accent. It's the Babylon. Let's call that the Babylon accent.
There we go. I like that.
After the Tower of Babel was destroyed.
Yes.
Everyone just had their own little made-up accents. You motherfucking gnat.
Was that your accent when you said that?
No, maybe. I get told I have an accent quite often because I'm not from here.
Do you say bag funny or something?
Bag?
That sounded like bag to me.
No, I don't know what kind of words would really come out. People I got told just last night or asked, like, you're not from around here, are you? I was like, no. She's like, I can tell your accent's coming out. I was like, I have an accent?
I hate that.
I don't mind it. I like being different.
Yeah.
I've always been different wherever I was.
Yeah.
Slightly different, I guess.
When I lived in Atlanta, I got a lot. When I called a cart and not a buggy.
What do you mean? What's a cart?
You know what a cart is?
What's a cart? Oh, like a shopping cart?
A shopping cart.
They call those buggies?
Buggies in the South. It's the most southern thing. Oh.
I lived in the South. I don't remember it calling a buggy, but again, I wasn't.
How deep?
South. Shreveport, Louisiana.
That's pretty. Is that a different type of South though than like Georgia?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Louisiana is a different kind of South. It's got a lot of the Southern elements as far as accents.
Right.
Yes. yeah, we like sweet tea,
Right.
and you're gonna call me ma'am,
I love that.
and I'm sir and ma'am,
I love that.
and it's sweet tea.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also got like elements of Creole.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the French.
Oh,
This is a big
it's like
French
the best
episode.
part. Yeah. Maybe they should build a course there.
Do they not have a Louisiana course?
No.
Really?
They should. You think the French guys would be like, hey.
Laissez bon temps rouler.
Yeah.
Let the good time. What would be zip in French? Let the good time zip.
I'd have to
Laissez
ask
bon
my
temps
wife.
zip. Laissez bon temps zip. Let the good times zip. And then we're going to get some Creole food. We're going to have a little jambalaya, a little gumbo, a little crawfish. Yes, and that's a little etouffee.
Yeah. Something like that, I think. You got really into character there.
I'm trying. I'm trying to broaden my horizon. I'm trying to expand this podcast. Hollywood, if you're looking, I'm dealing.
Quentin Tarantino is watching.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino, if you're out there, I want to be in the next. I want to be Kill Bill 3. And I want to have a love scene with
Uma Thurgood?
Uma Thurman.
Thurgood.
Uma Thurman. Oh.
Yeah.
Holla at your boy, Uma.
She can pull off a jumpsuit.
She can pull off anything she wants.
Yes. I see where you're going there.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Louisiana South, I think, is slightly different than quote unquote the South, just because it does have that kind of Creole element.
Yeah. That's fun,
but it
though.
still has the most. It still is Southern. You get that Southern hospitality, the Southern bells.
Yeah.
Yeah. Louisiana is an interesting state. You guys need to go down there and throw up some zip lines.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
There are any cool parks down there.
Yeah.
Gotta
Some frisbee golf courses you can take over.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, that'd be a cool frisbee golf course. Throw it from the platform, zip line.
Try to catch it.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get Patrick Mahomes to come out and throw a ball at like Kelsey going down the zip line, but I think there's something in their contract that they can't zip line.
Really?
I have a feeling.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine they do have certain clauses like I don't know. What would be the?
I think it's just anything that is considered high
danger.
risk.
Yeah, high risk. That's it. Because I know there's like
you can't go skydiving.
Can't go skydiving. I think they highly frown upon motorcycle riding.
Yeah.
That type of stuff.
I mean, I'm sure they get mad about like recreational basketball if you're a pro athlete.
Probably recreational anything. They probably just want you going lifting weights and throwing a football.
Do our plan.
That would be cool to get Patrick Mahomes or any of the Chiefs up in there. But then again, that's probably hard because a lot of them are probably way over 285 pounds.
Yeah, possibly. But they also have a kind of a fit that would fit a harness because they're athletes.
But even if they're over, I
it's
guess it's probably a
fit. Like we're not going to pull a scale out and.
Oh, you just put it on there. So there's
it's
not
on the waiver. I mean.
Okay.
If you're over,
you have to sign a waiver.
You do, yeah, to go on the course.
Just in
basically,
case.
it's just saying that like we have to make sure that you're going to follow the rules, and if you don't follow the rules,
you're liable.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
How many places do you guys have here? You said 16?
16 locations in the U.S., yeah.
Okay.
Newest one in Omaha, and it's mostly on the East Coast and just kind of worked its way through the Midwest, and we're about as far west as it goes right now. Plano, Texas is a little bit farther west, but
you guys have dreams of going even because you're missing out on the West.
We are right now,
because there's some dope
how cool
spots.
It'd be to put one in, the Rocky Mountains or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, it'd be pretty sweet.
Anywhere in the mountains would be really cool.
Yeah,
that'd be really cool.
It would be, yeah. But we're also kind of run into just to give you some background. We used to be kind of funded by the UK, and now we've kind of hit our own. We're still kind of a startup company, so we have to be smart about our investments. So kind of focusing right now on what can we do to enhance the courses that we do have.
Are you the man at GoApe, KC?
KC, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we have like a head office located where we started in Virginia, and we have operations teams, marketing teams, and human resources there. And
what are your guys' kind of goals? Do you have like big expansion goals, or what's the goals of Kansas City? Just constantly getting people in,
just get more people.
Yeah.
Make people happy, and just kind of see where it goes from there.
How do you guys spread the word? Like, how do you get it out there?
We operate on a pretty minimal.
Because like, how do people know to come find GoApe? Like,
Yeah, we do.
How do I know to find you?
We come on your podcast.
Yeah.
We do a lot of Instagram work. We go to a lot of local events in Kansas City where we set up tents. And if you ever see us, come and see us because you sign up for our newsletter, get to spin for a chance to win like free tickets or GoApe swag. And
Did you bring your spinner here? I'm looking
I should have brought the spinner.
I'm looking for a free trip to GoApe, man.
I know a guy. Maybe we can get you on with one of your dates and
really
get you some
don't tease me.
content
I've got dates I can bring. I'm on Tinder.
Shout out.
I'm gonna put that on my Tinder profile. I'm gonna put it on there. Look,
I have one free ticket.
the next dime piece that hits me up gets a free ticket to GoApe.
We will. I'll definitely hook you up with that so you guys can come out and.
It'd be dope. I would like to check it out.
Yeah, that'd be
It'd
great.
be fun.
Love to have you out here.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. I'll get you. I don't have one on me right now, but I'll get it to you.
All right, let's do it. I want to relive my what was I when I created my first zip line? How old was I? 6, 7. It was before high school. What year do you go to high school? Is that 9th grade?
Yeah, in Blue Springs it is. Which is
9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So 8th grade, I created my first zip line.
Nice.
I was ahead of the game.
Yeah.
You guys probably should owe me some royalties. You
should have.
Listen here, Frenchie. You froggies. Speaking of frogs, I'm gonna go do some frog gigging. You ever eat frog legs?
No, that's the most Louisiana thing I've ever heard, though.
It's the most Missouri thing I've ever heard.
It's more Missouri than Louisiana?
I think so.
Wow.
It might be even. It's a southern thing. Missouri's kind of southern. Would you call Missouri southern? I
would call it southern. Like country Missouri, like the Ozarks, is like.
You fucking.
I think it would be.
Yeah, I think I got that sound bitch at it. No. Man, I'm off. I'm
you
slow.
Are off, man. I am disappointed in you.
Me, I am too. This is the second podcast in a row where I've heavily disappointed my guest.
Oh no.
Yeah. My last guest, I told him I've never been to Vegas. I've never been to California. What was the other thing I disappointed him? Something else too.
Yeah. I went to Vegas for the first time last week, and
holy shit! Last week?
Yeah, it's don't rush getting there.
Really?
I wouldn't.
How come?
I don't like to gamble though.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's just
He wasn't a huge gambler, but just like the shows and stuff. What did you go for?
The wrong reason. We went to ride roller coasters, of course.
Do you travel just to ride roller coasters? Like you're that much of an enthusiast?
Yeah, I have rode, I don't know my official number as of this trip, but over 425 different roller coasters in the U.S.
I didn't know there was that many.
There's a lot. There's people that have a couple thousand that travel the world, and it's like a big subculture. Never would think.
Do you have like a checklist of all the roller coasters you've ridden?
Yeah, I do like a Facebook album.
Okay.
Where I just go on there, I post a picture, and just if somebody.
Do you have a spreadsheet though, where you know which ones you've hit, and what do you have a list of like ones I need to hit?
I have them in my mind. So like I want to go to San Francisco. I haven't touched New England area, so there's a ton of parks up there that never been to. So definitely on my list. Want to go to the UK soon.
Huh.
Maybe get on some GoApe courses. And
there's a rope swing or something.
Yeah.
Where is that? I heard this dude. Do you know who Bert Kreischer is?
It's my dude.
Is he?
Yeah, I love that guy.
It's my dude.
Because he used to do a show on roller coasters.
Bert
the Conqueror.
Yes, Bert the Conqueror.
And his stand-up is hilarious.
Yes, he's hilarious. His Netflix one is fucking hilarious.
Did you see the bit about his wife on the zip line getting shimmied?
I know.
She got stuck on the zip line, and somebody had to go out and wrap his legs around her and bring her in.
Oh, nice.
It's on the Netflix special.
Okay,
so
I must have. I don't remember that part, but yeah, I remember.
You need to go back and watch.
I'll
that
watch
part.
it. I remember that was a really good special. Him just
so good.
talking shit on his kids is hilarious. How dumb his kids are.
Yeah, it's like if this was a tribe.
Yeah.
We wouldn't make
this
it.
is my SEAL Team 6. Yeah, I've been a Bert Kreischer fan for quite a while.
Yeah, I've read his books or his book.
Yeah. Life of the Party.
Yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know what's that movie that's kind of about him?
Van Wilder.
Van Wilder.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. A Burt Kreischer fan.
Yeah.
Of course you are. He's a roller coaster guy.
Yeah, and I kind of look like him, I guess. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just funny.
Yeah, he had this one, I think it was in maybe South Africa, on a soccer stadium rope swing.
Holy
where it's
cow.
like the largest free fall anywhere in the world, and he did it. And he said it was just absolutely insane.
Yeah, there's no way I would do that.
Really?
I'm weird, man. I don't need to do like the I don't understand me sometimes.
Yeah.
Like how some people like jump off the Stratosphere Tower in Vegas or
Okay.
like I don't have
You
I'm a
didn't
thrill
do-
seeker.
did
but I
you
don't
do
wanna
any of that?
No.
What did you do in Vegas? What were the what's the park out there like? How?
Oh, it's bad.
Really?
Yeah, we went to the Adventure Dome in Circus Hotel.
Okay. Oh, that's a ghetto hotel. That's what I've heard.
But that's what we went for, and then they had the one on top of the New York. That's also not very good. But when you count the roller coasters, you got to ride them all. It's like Pokemon, right?
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch.
Gotta do them all.
That's right.
What's your? Do you have a favorite?
Of course, yeah.
Really? You do?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you have a favorite. I figured there'd be multiple favorites.
There are. Oh gosh, there are multiple favorites.
Okay.
But,
What are like some of the ones that stick out to you? It's like
my favorite coaster that like you can just re-ride and it's so fun is called Fury 325, and it's located Charlotte, North Carolina / South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So part of the ride is in North Carolina. It crosses into South Carolina, comes back.
Really?
Yeah, and
that's
it's,
one of the coolest things I've ever heard.
It's super cool, man. It's
Do they
real
have to pay
smooth, fast.
taxes or anything?
Actually, at the park, they set up their like entrance where all the ticket booths are on like I believe it's the South Carolina side where taxes are cheaper.
Right.
And they only serve beer on one side.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
that's cool.
Really interesting how they do that.
It is interesting.
Yeah, but Fury 325 is like a destination.
Really? What's so special about it? It's just
It's
a regular roller coaster, like a metal roller coaster?
Yeah, it's metal, it's steel. It goes
steel.
300. Yeah, sorry, man. 325 feet in the air.
Okay.
Which is super tall for
pretty
like
high.
A full circuit. Couple minutes long, and it's just you're going over 100 miles an hour and just flying around turns, and it's just one of those that's just special. Like,
you've been to Cedar Point?
I have. Yeah, I've rode all those rides.
Top Thrills Dragster,
right? Maverick is my favorite there. One of my top.
Which one's the Maverick?
I don't know if you went past like 2009. I think it was 2009, 2008 is when it was added.
No, I went to Cedar Point probably 2004, 2005.
Okay, it wasn't there yet.
Okay.
But it's like it's 100-foot tall ride. It's got like a launch lift hill. The degree drop is 95, so it's past
inverted.
90. It's basically inverted on the drop.
Wow.
And it's just like you're riding on the back of a horse, and it's just going nuts. It's really good.
There was two the Top Thrills Dragsters. Awesome. It was 420 feet.
Yeah.
And it's
nice.
It's straight up.
Yeah.
It's straight up.
You're going 120 miles
120
an hour.
miles an hour just shoots you from 0 to 120
quick.
like that.
like
a dragster.
Not even 4 seconds. Like
it's insane.
You lose your breath.
Yeah.
Like it's wild.
Really cool. I tell you, for me, the scariest thing, I don't really get too scared about that stuff, but the scariest thing about that one was waiting in line.
Yeah.
Because you
just
see
keep
it, because you not only just watch it, but you look up and you're like, holy shit, 420 feet. That's really high. And it's not like it's just straight up and then it's straight down.
It's a 90 degree up, 90 degree down.
It's really
14-second ride.
Yeah. It's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth the ride. It's worth the wait. And sometimes it shuts down because of the wind.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And I guess also sometimes it gets stuck.
It can. Yeah. So like they've had incidents before where it gets stuck on the top of that because at the top there's just like a little hill.
Yeah.
And you don't want it to hit that hill too fast because it's going to be really extreme at the top. So like they actually have a way where a maintenance guy will go up there and ride the elevator up and like push it.
And
there's videos online.
Yeah,
about it.
and like that, the elevator guy lives kind of
they
around
have a
there.
maintenance person
but
for that ride.
But isn't he like on call? Like, hey,
Yes.
it got stuck. We have to. Hey, can you come in and fix this? And it could be like 20 or 30 minutes later, like or even longer if he's like.
It's one of the only rides I know where it's just like we staff it with a maintenance person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's great. It's if you've never rode it, it's.
And there's another really, really, really good ride. It's not a roller coaster.
Yeah.
But it's how was
it? Like
it?
A tower?
No, it's got. I want to say it's got like 3 arms, maybe 4, maybe 2.
Okay.
And it goes
Max air? Does it spin?
I don't know. Yeah, but you like spin.
It's towards the front of the park.
But it rocks back and forth like a pendulum, but then also spins you at the same time.
Yeah.
And it'll get you upside down and spinning. And it's the closest thing I feel like being in like a fighter jet it could do. Like my brother, me and my brother rode on it at the same time. And he was like sick afterwards. Like, holy cow.
It can get you.
And it was like really like oh boy, what's the word? It's been a long day today. Your equilibrium can really get thrown off just because you're just being spun and pendulumed and flipped upside down all at the same time. It is really the coolest, most gnarliest ride for me.
It really is. It feels like a drunken swing almost.
Yeah.
Where you're just like spinning and it's like you don't know where you are.
And the other one, I tell people this and they're like, what the hell ever. How can that be your favorite ride? But one of my favorite rides there was the Demon Drop.
Oh, I love Demon Drop.
It's like one of the first rides you get into the park.
Yeah.
It's nobody rides it because it looks so stupid.
Yeah.
But it's maybe 30, 40 feet high.
I think it's a little taller, actually.
Is it?
I think it's closer
to me, it seemed like 30 or 40 feet.
Yeah.
You go into it, it's like an elevator that just falls.
Yeah.
Kind of, and you don't know when it's going to fall, but you go up in and all of a sudden, boom, and you just fall down.
And you land on your back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're just like, when you land, you're like scared, and then you're just in the fetal position.
It's so good. I think it's a very, like, one of the most highly underrated rides in all of America.
Those are going away. Those used to be everywhere, but they actually moved that ride to Dorney Park in Pennsylvania. So
that ride's not at Cedar Point anymore?
Not there anymore.
Why can't you build that ride anywhere? It's so small and easy to do. Why can't it be anywhere? You can have that fucking ride at a Quick Trip.
They just
Can you imagine if Quick Trip had the Demon Drop?
That would be it. I would go to that Quick Trip every day.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Quick Trip, get on this shit. Get a fucking Demon Drop at your gas pumps, you son of a bitch. You will have so many people coming to you just to do that.
Gosh, Quick Trip should figure that out.
Quick Trip or somebody. I like, how hard can that be? It's just...
It can't be.
Go 40 feet in the air and just drop on a rail. It's super safe, and it's super fun.
I rode like a new version of Demon Drop the other day.
Oh.
So there's a park in Colorado called Glenwood Springs.
Okay.
You take a ski lift to go up there.
Oh, I love it already.
And it's called the Haunted Mine Drop. And you load in this car, and the teenager from Bulgaria loads you up and and says, "Watch the movie in front of you." And it's like a ghost that comes out in this haunted mine. And as you're watching, the floor comes out from underneath you where you loaded, and you drop into a dark cave.
Oh, cool.
It's only like 120 feet tall, but you feel like you're going
That's
forever because you can't see the bottom. You're just like in darkness. And that, like you talked about your scream earlier.
Uh-huh.
I screamed, and I just kept screaming. Oh,
man. And nothing like a screamer.
Nothing like a screamer.
Yeah. I will miss that about that crazy ex-girlfriend. She was a screamer.
Oh, no. She's going to call your work again.
She's going to call a lot of people. She won't listen to this.
You think?
Probably not.
Maybe she likes zip lines.
If she does... what's the best way for her to get hooked up with you guys?
The best way for her to get on is to go to GoApe.com. Check it out.
That's
there.
it. It's just GoApe.com.
GoApe.com.
It's not like GoApe KC or anything. It's just GoApe.
No, so it's a company website, so you do have to go to location and pick which location you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have any out-of-town listeners, there's
I do.
some places to go on the East Coast and Midwest. So
shit.
Check your location, and I would also recommend following GoApe Kansas City and GoApe USA to find the best discounts. If you're looking for a fun time but need to do it on a budget, we've got discounts pretty much going regularly. So check those out, and those are the best place to make your reservations.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it, man.
GoApe KC.
That's the one.
GoApe KC.
GoApe.com.
GoApe.com. There's no GoApeKC.com. It's just GoApe.com.
No,
GoApe.
The internet would be mad at you.
GoApe.com. Find the location at Kansas City. And there's 16 locations. Hell yeah. Yeah. Sweet, man. I love it.
I do too.
I love it. I want to try this rope. I want to try all this stuff. I'm excited. I can't wait to check it out.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you out, man.
No? Can't wait. Maybe, yeah. Are you guys open every day?
Currently, yes. So we're going to go to, basically when the kids go back to college, go back to school, we go back to weekends only. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, perfect.
And then, once we hit, I believe it's, September. No, it's October. We go back to Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay.
So.
Can I come out there on a Tuesday during the hunting season and shoot from your stand?
You're going to have to win the lottery or whatever you're talking about.
If I win the lottery,
yeah,
just go out there and stand on one of your platforms and just shoot.
Don't recommend the platform. Bring your own platform, I think. I think that's how hunting works.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That's how that's one way to get over your heights is those hunting platforms. Ugh. I climb a tree with a climber.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Just
you take so your climber's got like a strap on it.
Okay.
And you take the strap and hook it from one side to the other around the tree onto you got a top platform and a bottom platform.
Right.
You put those around the tree and then you just shimmy up it.
Really?
You take your top part, put it up, and then your feet pull up the bottom part.
Yeah.
And then you just constantly shimmy up.
Holy cow.
As high as you can get. And you got to find the right tree. It has to be a straight tree without any branches.
Yeah.
Because you can't get around that. You get as high as you can, and then it's an interesting sensation to be standing on a tree. Yeah, you don't have to go too high. 20 feet.
Yeah.
20 feet's pretty high.
Yeah, that is.
I've gone maybe 30 feet. 30, 35 feet's probably the highest I've gone just because I could. But I've been... Last year I shot a deer at about... I was probably 12, 15 feet high.
Yeah.
Had no idea. I was up about 12 feet high.
Yeah.
And I had a buck walk right underneath me. Had no idea it was there. I literally could have just jumped on top of it.
Yeah. Just clueless.
Has no idea. Because deer don't look up.
No.
Why? Predators aren't high. Not the predators deer are getting hunted by other than humans. Like, so they just look, they're eating their food, running around. They don't ever look up.
Yeah. We actually get pretty good views of them from our course.
I bet you do.
Because they don't know we're up there.
Yeah, what kind of cool stuff do you see? Like, you have any cool...
We got some cool wildlife out there. I have seen deer.
Any mountain lions out there or anything?
I haven't seen mountain lions.
Probably not.
But I've seen...
Bobcats?
Coyotes.
Okay.
Or coyotes.
Yeah.
What are they called here?
They're called... it's, coyotes. Coyotes.
Yeah. So I've seen that. We got a pretty cool box turtle that just hangs out with us.
Oh, yeah?
And, we got horses across the street, and they're dogs, so we're big dog people at GoApe. It's, you bring a dog to GoApe, and all of our instructors will pet it.
Probably can't put them in a harness.
No.
I wonder how a dog would feel about a zip line.
I think they'd love it. Now one thing we do is we've had instructors bring their dogs to work, and one thing we have to do as instructors is pull ourselves up a zip line. You get like a running start and coast up, so it looks like you're flying.
Cool.
The dogs freak. Like, why is there a flying human?
What the hell is this thing?
That's one of my favorite. Yeah. Anytime I see a dog watch us ascend, it's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite thing I've seen out there.
Nice. Caleb, was that your name?
That is.
Damn, I'm so good. At remembering names.
Man.
I'm actually horrible at names. Caleb, I'm going to give you this time here. Give you a couple whatever to plug, whatever you want to plug.
All right.
And let's let the people know how they can go find GoApe and all that stuff and whatever you want, man. Plug your Instagram, plug whatever, plug your personal stuff.
All right, I'm gonna
plug your professional stuff.
I'm gonna plug it all.
Yeah.
All right, plugging GoApe. Go to GoApe.com to reserve your bookings. I recommend you also follow us on Instagram for the best deals and just to kind of see what's going on at the course.
Oh yeah.
GoApe Kansas City there, and then if you're trying to see what I'm doing, follow Coaster Cuzzies on Instagram.
I saw you follow me today.
I did.
I need to follow you.
Yeah,
I'll follow
Coaster
you right
Cuzzies.
back.
We just started an Instagram, but who knows? We may be the next Neander.
Yeah, Neander Talk Pod.
Your name's not Neander?
No.
Oh.
It's just my name is based off Neanderthals.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm basically a stupid caveman. So that's what I'm based it off. Like I'm just an idiot having a conversation with people that are much smarter and wiser than me.
That's
Yeah, I'm just a
I
caveman.
don't know about that, man.
No, trust me. I know. Trust me. I'm an idiot. Nah, yeah, this is just, I'm just a Neanderthal talking to people.
There you go.
Yep.
Well, you do a good job at talking to people, so.
Yeah, I do more listening. I try not to talk a whole lot. If I talk, people will understand how dumb I am.
Oh, no. That's why I tried to let you do all the talking, man.
Yeah, I did a lot of talking this time. That's rare.
You did well. All right.
Right, so Coaster Koozie, how do you spell that?
Coaster Cuzzies.
Cuzzy. C-U-Z-Z-Y?
C-U-Z-Z-I-E-S. It's the first time I had to spell it out loud in front of somebody.
C-U-Z-Z-I-E-S.
Cuzzies. We changed the name like a week ago in the airport, so
Okay.
probably going to stick.
Okay. Where did you get that name from?
So there's a podcaster that I love. I don't know if you know who Pat McAfee is. Used to be a Colts punter.
Pat McAfee?
Yeah, he used to be with Barstool for a long time.
Yeah.
And he always says Cuzzy, Cuzzo.
Okay, I gotcha.
I kind of picked up on it. So, yeah, there you go. Coaster Cuzzies. We need something to start with a C, too.
Why?
I don't know. Alliteration.
Okay.
It's pretty important, right?
Is it?
I don't know.
It is.
We felt like it was.
We? There's a we behind
There's a we, yeah. I got my buddy Dan.
He's a roller coaster enthusiast as well?
Yeah, we actually met when we worked at Worlds of Fun together. We were, 18-year-olds just putting people into the Mamba. And
what's the best ride at Worlds of Fun? Mamba?
It used to be Prowler, but it got a little rough.
Is Prowler...
Prowler is the newest wooden roller coaster.
I was going to say, is that the wooden one?
Yeah, it's not Timberwolf, but it's the
Timberwolf.
other one.
Timberwolf's the shit.
Timberwolf's pretty good.
That'll rock your world.
They've done some good work to it, too. So
yeah, is that a wooden one?
Right now. Yeah.
There is a wooden one. Wooden ones are highly underrated.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they don't do loops. And so people think, I don't want to do that because it doesn't loop. It's either the Timberwolf or the Prowler that is fucking gnarly. It'll break your neck.
They both used to be top coasters when they opened.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Worlds of Fun ain't bad. I'm not mad at it. I need to take my kid there.
Yeah, it's a good time out there. I want a new coaster, though. It's been 2009 or something since they've gotten a new one.
New coaster?
New roller coaster.
But they put new rides up there, right?
Yeah, they've got the Steel Hawk, the big tall
Is
one.
the last new one the Mamba?
The last new one is Prowler, 2009.
Oh.
Mamba was 1998, actually. It's getting old.
Really?
Celebrated its 20th.
Night where the Timberwolf... Was it the Timberwolf? No. Orient Express.
Oh.
The Orient Express, I don't think it's there anymore.
It's gone, yeah.
It was a really rough ride.
Lots of loops right at the front of the park when you walked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, orange.
Something happened. There was it broke down.
Yeah.
And I want to say somebody fell off of it.
There was an incident.
Where
it actually derailed.
Yeah.
Nobody fell out. Nobody,
something
there was
happened.
some injuries, but, what happens, you got the wheel assembly that keeps it on the track, and it broke.
Yeah.
So that, screeched to a halt.
There was something
pretty rare.
Something like that happened.
It could have been that. I don't know if that was what happened.
It might have been. It was something happened.
Yeah.
This would have been 2002, 2001-ish.
That could have been about when it happened, yeah.
And something happened, and that side of the park was pandemonium.
Yeah.
There was people were going crazy. They were upset. They were crying. There was flashing lights from cop cars and ambulances.
Yeah.
And we were tripping balls. And we're like, holy shit, this is crazy. Let's get the hell out of this side. And we walked all the way to the other side where Mamba was, and there was no line.
No line.
And we just rode that thing back and forth, back and forth.
That's a good plan. If you're ever at a park and something like that happens.
Yep. Go ride the rides you don't want to. The pandemonium is going on over here. You take advantage of the other stuff.
That's like going to Disney World and riding all the rides during the fireworks or the parades.
Oh, that's what you do.
That's the move.
Okay. Good to know.
Again,
pro tip.
That never happened, so I don't know how you did that, but
yeah. I took away your time of pimping yourself. I'm sorry. GoApe.com.
I think that was it.
Okay.
Just come.
It's
fun.
Come on out. It's $59 for 3 to 4 hours. Sounds like a really good deal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check about. The beer's starting to hit me now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out.
I'm gonna check it
And
out.
I'm gonna let you guys know how dope it is.
That'd be great.
Caleb, I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you
You're
too.
awesome. Fist bump?
Boom.
Hell yeah. That's it. Neanderthal Pod on Instagram. Coaster Cuzzy.
Cuzzies.
Cuzzies.
You might need to work on that name. Who knows?
Yeah.
If you have any suggestions, DM Coaster Cuzzies.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
That's it, man.
We're out.
All right.
Deuces.
See you later, man.
Hell yeah.